If you haven't subscribed already, ring that bell to get notified when new movies are posted. Hey, Chris Young here from Homekit Geek. After taking a couple of weeks to do some home repairs, I am back, and we're back into videos every week again here. So if you haven't subscribed already, definitely do that. We will be covering Apple HomeKit, Amazon Smart Home Ecosystem, Google Home, as well as some other stuff. Today, we're looking at the Eve Systems LED light strip. This is a whopping 1800 lumens, which makes it the brightest LED strip currently available for Apple HomeKit. Let's take a look. Eve Systems has been in the HomeKit game for a while, and they are a little bit unique in that they are all in on Apple HomeKit, and that's it. They do not, at least currently, support Amazon or Google, any other ecosystems. They're really, really focused on providing the best possible experience with Apple HomeKit. So the Eve Light Strip is one of the newest additions to the portfolio they've got, which they've got everything, air quality sensors, they've got plugs, they've got contact sensors. But this one's a little different in that this is one of the first devices that I've seen from Eve that is not Bluetooth. They are using Wi-Fi, or more accurately, Wi-Fi in the 2.4 gigahertz range. It is a 2 meter or 6.6 foot strip with 1800 lumens. Yeah, you heard me, 1800. It is the brightest currently available light strip available for HomeKit. It's 900 lumens per meter. So one of the things to be kind of careful with is to make sure that you're comparing apples to apples, right? 1800 lumens, 900 lumens per meter. It is triple diode with full spectrum white and color, so you're going to get everything from that 2500 Kelvin all the way up to the 6500 range. As well, you're also going to get all that 16 million colors, and it will take about 24 watts of power. So what's really cool about this is even though it is so bright, over in the image to the right now, you can see it's also very, very, very dim when you want it to be. Let's take a look. So this is a small box. It is well marked, works with Apple HomeKit. That logo is important. That means that it's certified and we know what we're getting into and that Apple has given them the blessing. Of course, this is going to work with Siri. It is full RGBW, Wi-Fi connected, again, 2 meters, 1800 lumens. That 1800 lumens is just insanely bright. Like, I thought the LifeX light strips were bright, and this Eve strip is even brighter than that. So that's going to be something that you're going to want to think about when you're using this. You might not want to have it in direct visibility because it can be blindingly bright. So of course, as we open this up here, you've got the HomeKit QR code in here. The LED strip itself is well packed. As well, you've got the adapter and the control node here, which of course you're going to plug the light strip into one side and plug the other side into the adapter. So customer support is a big deal at Eve, and they've given you this nice little booklet inside here that lets us know how to contact them, what to do. And again, they're asking us, and I appreciate this, say good things. If you have a good experience, let them know so they can fix it if you don't. So this is definitely the North American plug, as you can see here. So typical AC power, 24 watts. And as we get this thing plugged in here, it is nice and simple and just slides in there. You can also might have noticed that the QR code is actually on the side of this control module as well. So just in case you lose the one that's in the box, or alternately, an even easier way to do it is to potentially look at the Home Pass app, which is going to help you keep track of all your QR codes and all your HomeKit codes, right? Definitely look at that app if you haven't already. So you can see here, this is the whole 2 meter strip. There is also 3M tape right on the back of that. Personally, I like to not use what comes with these things. I always find that I want to use something like a 3M adhesive that you pick up at a local hardware store, double-sided tape. It's just going to make it a better, in my experience, and this is across all of the light strips that I've used, it's going to be a better experience for you. It's going to stay on the wall or shelf or wherever it is that you want to put this thing. Spend a little money, get the right tape. So this is just going to slide in here, as you can see. And as we make that connection here, that's it. We will plug it in and hopefully the lights will come on. And there we go. Obviously, this is not going to flicker like this. This is an artifact of me trying to film this, right? So any of the flickering that you're seeing on the screen right now, I am definitely not seeing that in real life. And as you can see, these things are pretty bright. So let's go over to the Eve app now and actually set this guy up. So we're going to add this in the Eve Systems app. And for those of you who haven't seen the Eve app before, I definitely encourage you guys to check it out. It is by far the most powerful HomeKit application, control application provided for a vendor that you don't have to pay for, right? So it's going to be really easy. We're going to hit on that, the plus sign to add an accessory. You'll see the Eve light strip comes up. We're going to pair it. We'll scan in the HomeKit code here, do a little video magic so we don't have to wait for that to happen. Accessory added. There we go. So what's kind of cool about this is I didn't even have to transfer over my Wi-Fi settings. It was just kind of there. So of course, we're going to have to pick where this is going to go. So I'll put this in my office for now, as that is my holding area. And we will then give it a name, give it something descriptive. And then you can pick the icon that you want to use for this as well, which is, again, one of the nice little touches that Eve has in here. So you can see here, you can have your favorite access. You can shorten the light strip if you want. You can cut it. You can extend it by buying the extensions. Really just a very simple product to use, right? We've got the Eve light strip right up there at the top. We can click on that and kind of dive in and adjust, settings here. We can turn it on or off if we want, adjust the color. We've got our predefined settings here. We can turn the brightness up or down if we want. And of course, we can also modify the color by going into the color wheel here. And as you can see, it's pretty responsive, to say the least. Definitely a lot faster. I'm really happy that Eve chose to use Wi-Fi for this and not Bluetooth. My experience with Bluetooth and lights, they work, yeah. Are they responsive? No, they're not, right? So you're always going to be, at least with everything I've tested so far, Bluetooth has always going to have a little bit of a lag, sometimes measured in seconds, right? Which is kind of a problem in my mind. So digging a little bit into the settings, the properties of this device, there are a couple things in here that is pretty cool. You can actually modify the transition rate. So how fast is it going to go when you say go from red to blue? How fast is that going to go? Is it going to go really quick, or is it going to be kind of a slower setting? So this is the first time I've actually seen the ability to modify the transitions. The other thing we have is what does it go to when you first turn it on, when it's connected to a power source, which for those of you who use Philips Hue light bulbs, we've been asking for that for years, right? The other thing, firmware update, right? So the firmware update is here, which is good. Again, I'm not going to make you guys watch through this whole thing. You can kind of trust me, it happened. So we skip to the end, and now you can actually watch as the update is finished. The LED strip is going to reboot itself. You're going to see flashing colors. It's going to go through that setup, and we're done. Firmware version 1.04 is there. It's done. Painful? Not at all. Like super painless. The update was there. Again, I love to see when I get a new product that there is a firmware update there. It lets me know, it gives me the warm fuzzies that this is a company that's going to be in here for a while and they're going to take care of us, right? So let's head over now to the Apple Home app and see what it looks like over there. Honestly, not much to see here. It is the nice and consistent Apple Home interface, right? And honestly, that is the thing that we love, right? It doesn't matter if this is a LifeX, if it's an Eve, if it's a KooGeek, if it is a Sylvania, if it is a Philips Hue. It doesn't matter. iHapper. Doesn't matter who made the light strip. The experience is going to be pretty much the same across the board from an Apple Home standpoint, right? Your automations are going to stay the same. Everything will work with everything, right? That's the beauty of Apple HomeKit, right? Is everything, all your data stays internal and everything just kind of works, right? That's why we pay a little more, that usage tax. We're not fighting with it most of the time. And with that, what do I think? The Eve light strip, honestly, there's really no surprise here. It's a great product. It works. It's super bright. The Wi-Fi is responsive. It looks good. I was quite impressed actually with how dim it goes. Some of my other light strips don't seem to be able to get down on the low end. They're fine putting out light, but at the very low end, it's basically they just shut off, right? There's no transition on the low end. So the fact that it can be very dim is, I think, actually a really good thing. I would like to see potentially, Eve start to develop some more things like the sunrise, the sunset. That would be nice. That's not available in these at this point in time, but I'm hoping that we will start to see more from them soon. If I missed anything, I didn't answer your questions, please definitely put that in the comments below. I will try to get those answered. I do try to respond as quickly as I can. Likes, shares, always appreciated. Subscribe if you haven't already. Please do that. It really does help. And if you want to learn how to make your house a little smarter using Apple HomeKit, check in the video details below where there is a coupon code for my Udemy class.